Hi, Danish.
I guess now we are connected.
Okay, okay, okay.
And I don't see
You're
YouTube
live
right.
right now. Right now. Let me see. Let me see. Did you check the YouTube?
Yes, you're not live there.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me check Twitch.
Mhm.
Yeah, Twitch is working because we are on Twitch.
Oh, sorry.
Let me share the Twitch link.
Okay.
YouTube should be working as well. Let me see.
Yeah, it's working there.
Did you check YouTube again?
Just a minute. Yeah, it's live now.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's working on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, it's live now.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, it's working.
I guess now my voice is not echoing. I've muted the other two apps.
Okay, and okay, and let's see. Okay, I think so. We can start with introduction again. I didn't think they got it the last time because I think we messed up some stuff. It
Okay.
wasn't here. We are doing it on the other stream.
Sure. So let me go first. Like, I'm
Okay,
Dhanush from India. Like, I work as a freelance web developer. I use JavaScript and its framework for work, like React, Vue, Gatsby, Next, or any other framework. And I use Node for backend and Go as well.
okay, nice. Um, yeah, I can go. So basically, my name is Kosisa,
Uh-huh.
and I work with Flutter for mobile development, and I use Swift UI tool for iOS development, and on web part of our industry, I basically use most of the web framework. I use Vue, React, and some of them other ones. And, yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, so I have a question like, why you're like using Swift when you already have Flutter
Huh?
to build? Why are you using Swift when you already have Flutter, which can deliver for both iOS and Android platforms?
Um, yeah, so that's based on. I was actually kind of like trying to go into iOS native development,
Mhm.
and I've been working on Flutter for some time. So when I decided to also try out iOS native development, so I went with Swift UI.
Okay, so you got started with Swift and then you switched to Flutter, is it?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay, that's nice. And even your website looks cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cozydev.com. Yeah.
I'm doing both of them, Sha.
Sorry?
I'm doing both Swift UI and Flutter. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess you've used Vue for that.
Oh, you made the website?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, actually, the design for the website wasn't from my own idea. So
Okay.
someone did that. So I decided kind of like improve it and add some stuff to it. Yeah,
But it looks really neat.
yeah, 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 yeah. Definitely.
And even like it shouldn't be designed by you to be developed, right? Most of the time, like will be designers who will be developing the like will be designing the websites first, and as developers we'll be building it.
Yeah,
And to take inspiration is always good.
yeah. Definitely. Yeah. That's true. Um, yeah.
And even like the biggest advantage with Flutter is that you'll get pre-built components, so you don't have to worry too much about the spacing and styling and stuff like that compared to building it from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that'll be a good start for someone who is getting started with mobile app development.
Yeah. For Flutter, it's actually very good. If I'm to recommend someone who's starting up in the industry for as a mobile app developer, I would actually recommend the person go with Flutter because kind of like easy to learn on its own. It's easy to learn, and the syntax are easy to understand too, and it doesn't have that kind of like hard learning up, and yeah, and also you are also getting the benefit of two sides. You are getting your app to work on iOS, and you're also getting your app to work on Android, and also now there's benefit also to work on web, desktop, and some other platforms too.
Oh, okay. You can build desktop apps with Flutter, is it?
Yeah. You can build desktop apps with Flutter too. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And but it kind of uses like OOP syntax, so one should be aware of those things before like getting started with Flutter, or they can catch up with that on the process of learning.
Come again? I didn't get it.
Okay, so I saw some Flutter code, and it looks
Yeah.
like they have OOP syntax, kind of syntax. So
Yeah.
I guess one should have that understanding of OOP before getting started with Flutter, I guess. So is it better to get started with some other language and get better at programming before starting Flutter, or they can pick it up on the process of learning Flutter itself?
I don't think you need to learn OOP or be very good at OOP or kind of like be good at other programming language before you jump into Flutter. Because Flutter on its own can also take you through that journey of learning OOP, learning programming structures, software development, all those stuff. Because, like you said, OOP, which is basically you're talking about using DAX, which is the programming language for Flutter, and you can learn all those stuff as a beginner. And I don't think that is kind of complicated for a beginner to. And
Okay.
yeah, from what I've done so far, for what I've observed, although
Mhm.
from my learning process, I don't think it's that hard to pick up.
Mhm.
And also, yeah,
And do we get to learn those basics today?
I would have loved us to kind of like start with those basics today, like
Mhm.
but in the sense, even the project we are going to build today, wouldn't be
That
that hard to pick
complicated.
up. Yeah,
Okay,
wouldn't be
that's
that
good.
hard to pick up or complicated.
Mhm.
It's still also kind of like taking you through as if you're coming into the Flutter environment as a new person, and you'll
Okay,
be
so you want
trained
to
through
give a
everything.
glimpse of Flutter today,
Yeah. Why still being
to
a
let
new
people
project?
know like how easy it is to get started with Flutter and encourage them to start learning Flutter. Is it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah. So let me see. Yeah, I think the last time we talked, so I was like, we kind of like within the project. So the project have a back end on Firebase and the front end like on Flutter. But let's see if we are going to kind of like implement the Firebase back end today. But if we cannot get to that, maybe next time we shall do that. But today
Mhm.
I want to start with the front end
Yeah,
on
sure,
Flutter.
sure. I guess setting up like backend with Firebase is simpler, so we don't
Yeah,
need
it's
to
simpler,
plan
simpler,
that
definitely.
much. We can do that on the go itself, I guess.
Yeah. Um, let me see. So let me share my screen.
Yeah, I guess you don't have to put my screen that large.
Now, if I'm to share the screen, you wouldn't be this high, this large on the screen. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Is my voice echoing or what? Because I kind
No,
of
no, it's fine.
okay,
It's fine.
okay. Yeah. So yeah, so these are starting point for Flutter.
Hmm.
And currently so far I have my iOS emulator open.
Okay, okay.
Simulator anyway. Good
So,
name goes for it. Yeah.
you keep both emulators open when developing, or you just develop it for iOS first and then do the necessary changes for the Android emulator or something like that? How is your work process?
Um, I prefer starting out with the iOS simulator.
Okay,
Yeah, kind of like yeah, basically I prefer developing on iOS, then
okay.
move over to shake on Android.
Android.
Sometimes I do both, but most of the times kind of like start off with iOS.
Okay, okay. I guess it's easier to plug in for the other OS if you have already set up the complete UI for one particular OS, I guess.
Yeah. So that's the cool thing about Flutter, and
Hmm.
one of the beautiful thing I like about it is that you when you have the same interface or UI
Hmm.
on your iOS emulator or on your iOS physical device,
Hmm.
when you open on Android emulator or on Android physical device, it still kind of like appears the same and runs smoothly like on iOS device. You don't need to
Okay,
change anything.
okay.
Yeah. So let's start off with kind of like bootstrapping a Flutter project.
Hmm.
Let me open up my terminal. This over here. So to create a Flutter app, so we use this command, Flutter create command.
Shouldn't we
So
have
we give it our
Flutter
project a name.
downloaded before that?
Huh?
Shouldn't we download the Flutter like to our machine?
Okay, yeah. So that's the kind of part that skipped up because I already have Flutter downloaded on my system. But if we have to start with that, so I can kind of like share a guide on how to do that. It's easy, it's not hard, and let me kind of like share my browser on that side. Let's minimize this. So for starters and beginners who are trying to use Flutter, so basically you can kind of like go to Flutter main website
Okay.
and type Flutter in your Google browser. So go to Google Flutter homepage, which is this. So here we are on the homepage. So let's say we want to start out with downloading the whole stuff, installing what is needed. So we go over to
Getting started, is it? Get started.
Can I actually use the so you can go through here, you can go to the getting started. But let's go to getting started. And when you're on the getting started page, so you have the Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and Chrome OS. Those I'm using Mac OS. Both of that are actually easy to work on or install on. But I can kind of like go through both of them at the same time. Not actually installing them on my system, but kind of like going through the steps.
Okay.
And so for iOS, looking at the operating system requirements, Mac OS actually have 2.8 gig space for the Flutter installment, and then tools can use Flutter. Git can have Git, you already have Git installed on your system. I think that will help faster. Or even if you don't have Git, you can go through with normal zip folder to download that. And first step, so if you're using Mac OS Intel hardware, you can download this folder, or if you're using Mac OS Apple Silicon or Mac Apple Silicon, you can go with this, and then have that when you have folders downloaded in your systems. Go straight to development folder. Pause. This development folder is like on someone that's coming new on the stuff. You don't have this development folder on the system. So basically, what you should do is kind of like create this development folder.
So that's the recommended way, is it? We have to create a development folder for Flutter. That's what they suggest.
Yeah, that's what they suggest, but you don't have to do with that. Mostly what I do is that, like on my own setup, I just kind of like go. I don't go with this boost. I just go straight to it. So you can go straight to it. That
Okay.
downloading, cloning it from Git repository
Okay.
direct.
Mm-hmm.
So once you clone it from Git repository, I can clone it on my any
Root
folder.
directory.
So once you clone it here, then you start going through this disk
Yeah, I got
command
it.
over here.
We need to add the path.
Add a part to your systems. Then so once you are done with that, but the thing with the part is that adding the part is that this kind of using this command is for temporary, but to get a part added like permanent to your system parts. So you can go over here and use this tutorial where you just opening up your bash shell, like as I'm using Mac OS, my shell is Z shell, so I use this command. Basically on your terminal, let me use your terminal again. So on your terminal, you just type in open, and so I have this. So to basically open that up. So this is my shell. So what you do is that when you copy this command, you replace whatever is in here with your Flutter.
Then you replace it with our directory.
Yeah. So basically over here I can kind of show that. So you can see my Flutter directory.
I guess we could have done that as well. Yeah, you have already downloaded it.
So this is the Flutter directory. Yeah, we could have done that, but I kind of like thinking is actually a need for that since I already like have that installed on my system, but I can actually take people through the process without downloading it. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, this is a Flutter folder. Once you use the git clone command, using this command, this command over here, we get to this folder. We get to this folder. So to get the folder location, you can in Mac, you can just click on this on the bottom of the over here, then go and copy development path. You copy that, and let's say we copy that right now. So that will give me the directory location, and then you can go over to your over here. Once you get this command inside your Z file, then you can replace that part with your.
So some people might be using bash too.
So if you are using bash, you can still open it using the same procedure. The only difference is that once you tap in open, you replace home/z shell with your bash shell, which is this bash profile.
That's bash RC.
On this. Yeah. So that's the only difference there. Then it will still open like this. Then the only thing just replace this, paste the code, and then replace from here, replace it to your directory location. And once you're done with that, save it and then close the directory. That's it. And your Flutter is already with your system directory location.
So you can use the Flutter CLI later on.
Everything. Later on. And once that is done, the next thing is just to run this command, which is called Flutter Doctor.
Okay.
And let's see what that does. We kind of give it some time to run. Take some time on some different devices depending on your hardware.
So that's to update The dependencies, is it?
So what it does is goes through all the requirement that Flutter needs to run smoothly on your system and see if there's something broken and everything is in order. If something is broken, all these green ticks will be in a red tick.
Okay, so it automatically updates those, or you need to do it manually?
Yeah. So if it is a red tick, let's say over here, there's a red tick over here, then it will tell you what to do. Maybe your SQL installation is not good, or something is broken with your SQL installation, then you have to install your SQL installation properly, or your Android 2 installation is broken, then we tell you to install your Android Studio and then install the Android solution on your Android Studio. The same thing with Xcode, install Xcode, do some Xcode development requirement like Code and other ones. And then it will check if you have browser too. Because if you are trying to develop Flutter for web, so it's with Chrome browser or any other browser you can configure for any
Got
other
it.
browser. And also it checks to see if you have VS Code, or even if VS Code is not there, I think it just gives a kind of like check if you have VS Code for development, which you can still use Android Studio Code for development.
Okay.
You can use Android Studio or VS Code, and then it will check if you have any devices connected. So basically, what this is checking is to see if you have simulators or physical devices connected to your system.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So right now I have like 3 devices connected, but none of them is a physical device. All 3 of them are all simulators and emulators. So I have like 200 emulator and one iOS simulator connected. And then last we checks your HTTP host availability. That's it, and then it gives you kind of a go ahead that nothing is found broken or anything, no issues found. Once you see that, it's time to start creating a Flutter project. Using this Flutter command we use earlier to bootstrap a new Flutter project.
Okay. So emulator is something that runs on your computer, and simulator is the original device, is it?
Both of them are still the same thing. There's no difference. So because simulator is like iOS name, iOS calls it that. Like if you're the iOS development word, they call it kind of simulator. In Android, they call it emulator. But both of them does the same thing.
Okay, got it.
And like they let me show you the.
And those emulators or simulators need to be downloaded
separately.
So
Yeah, come again. You said something?
So those emulators or simulators needs to be downloaded separately, is it? From where can we download that?
You say the both of them needs to be installed separately?
Yeah. So does that come along with Flutter, or do we have to install it separately?
Basically, your simulator, your iOS simulator comes with your Xcode.
Okay,
so you can get that up and running from your Xcode, or you can get that up and running from VS Code. I will show you how to get that once we start developing. Then for your emulator, which is for your Android, comes with your Android Studio.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
So Android Studio needs to be downloaded separately. That doesn't come installed, right?
Yeah. So cannot download your Android Studio. I have that installed. Yeah.
How much space does that take? Android Studio.
I'm not too sure on how much space it takes, but I don't think it takes more than 20 gig. If I'm too sure about that.
Okay.
I don't think it takes more than 20. But all these things are needed for you to be able to develop on Flutter. Basically, it's a must that you have Android Studio and Xcode installed.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Okay, let me differ for a bit. If let's say you have Windows system and you are, because with only Windows system you can only develop with
Android.
Yeah. So you need an Android Studio. Then if
Okay.
you have a Mac system
Mhm.
to develop with iOS, you need Xcode. Then if
Okay.
you want to on your Mac system, if you want to develop for Android and iOS, you need
Mhm.
both Xcode and Android Studio.
Okay. So on Windows, like how can they test on iOS devices? They need to connect to the physical device itself, is it?
On Windows, come again. Hello. Hi, Danish.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, you said something. I think I lost it for a bit.
Yeah, so you said like on Windows we can develop only for Android. So on Windows, if we want to test for iOS device, then we need to connect our physical iOS device itself, is it?
For Windows, if you want to test for iOS device,
Uh-huh.
no, you can because the two you can bridge both at the same time, so that you can use iOS device with Windows. Yeah, I don't think that's possible. Yeah, you can only test with your Android physical device on Windows.
Yeah. Okay, so we can't develop for iOS on Windows, is it?
Yeah. But still, there.
Okay,
So
that's a
what you can do
limitation.
is that if you still want to get your app to work on iOS, the thing is that you have to get a MacBook
Mhm.
and still you don't need to do anything um on your project code. Just what you have to do is just on your new MacBook, transfer your project to your MacBook and then run it on Xcode. Xcode will do everything to get building the project to iOS.
Got it.
Yeah. Or alternatively, you can do that still with VS Code on your MacBook, but still you
Okay,
need Xcode to be installed too.
that would be great, right? Because we don't have
Yeah,
to run an additional software, and even it doesn't consume much space, I guess.
yeah. And let me see.
Yeah.
So yeah, so once we are done with the whole process and everything, so let's kind of like start up a new project with Flutter. So we use the command Flutter
Okay.
create, and then we can give our project name. Let's say because I already have a project in mind. I think I shared it with you last time. So we've been working on
Yeah.
this. So I was looking. So how I came about it was I was looking for something cool we can actually build throughout the whole episode of throughout the whole everything. But
Mhm.
we are not that we are going to build everything together. Like it will be a couple of different sections and episodes. I'm hoping to get everything built to a full functioning app. That's what
Okay.
I'm looking at. So I got this design Behance from
Mhm.
a great designer called how do you pronounce that name? I'm terrible at pronunciation. It's called Alona Kotzleviska.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
designer name.
It's a bit tricky.
So she built this. She designed all the whole flow, everything, and I kind of liked how she did the whole explanation, the whole user flow, UI flow, user experience, like everything was lined out and were detailed. So I just picked that up.
Mhm.
So that we can easily implement that using the user flow, everything. UI are provided.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we'll be working on this basically.
So, like, can you give a brief in app does?
What? What?
Can you give a brief
Okay. Yeah. Definitely. So
from it? Like,
yeah. Definitely. The app is a mental health um mobile app for people seeking for mental health psychologists, and
mhm.
you can you can have a one-on-one session with the psychologist on the app. You can book your um, online sections, talk with the psychologist on what you're going through, and even if you don't know who to go with, you can kind of go through the whole list of psychologists on the app. You can choose the one that kind of like gets closer to what you need and book an appointment or consultation um, with the psychologist. And
Okay.
yeah, that's basically what the app does.
Okay. So, like, those psychologists will be trained professionals, is it?
Yeah, basically what it, actually you're not the one kind of trying to get the whole psychologist to how do I put it? You are not
Because
the
like
one
if we
that
if
owns the company of the psychologist. So you kind of like, let's say you build the app, you put it there out in the market, and kind of like, okay, you advertise this out and saying that if you're a psychologist, you are open to use this app to get more clients, and you get, and as a
correct, like
psychologist have to be
it should
aware
have
of
some
the
application, right?
register. Yeah. And kind of like provide your authentic documents and something to support that you are really professional in your field and you know what you're doing, so that users that are coming to you, we kind of like, okay, well, he knows what he's doing, and I can actually verify that this is the right person to um, go through my situation with. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it.
yeah. And I think in one of our episode, we I would kind of like invite him her to come and
Mhm.
do some stuff with us. Kind of go through the whole stuff on one of our shows, and let's see how she came up with this idea, the whole user flow. I think the audience also
Yeah,
like
that'll be
this.
great.
So this is what we'll be
Yeah.
building.
Yeah.
So let's go over with the creating Flutter app. So and
Mhm.
still
I guess we have 15 more minutes for today, so we can like
yeah
just set up the skeleton, or
yeah
we can see the basic app, a
yeah
simple
yeah yeah
component or something rendering
yeah.
on the screen.
So I have mental. So I said mental health app. Um, so right now we have to wait for Flutter CLI to bootstrap our main app for us.
Mhm.
So
Oh, it was
I
very
say it didn't take
pretty
that much time.
quickly.
Everything is done very quick.
Correct.
So let's go over to our app folder. Copy this
Okay.
command here, paste it in here. Oh, or did it take copy? Copy again. Okay, paste it in here. CD into it for the screen, and then we can directly open the folder on our Xcode by running this Xcode command.
Mhm.
So we have our project on our VS Code.
Mhm.
Let me enlarge this. So this is it. So let's open our go to our lib folder in our Flutter project directory. We go to the main.dat, which is the main entry point for your Flutter app. Click on that.
Okay.
We have the code opened up on our VS Code. So this is what you see when you run that when you bootstrap your first Flutter app. You have kind of a test app to run with. So let's see how
Mhm.
this looks on our simulator. And, so let's run this on first. So, yeah. So get this screen popped up on VS Code. So you have to use the command plus shift, and then
Should
your
we install some extension for that to work?
no. Just press on your keyboard. Just type. Just hold on this command. Hold the command button or the command key. Then hold the shift key. Then press P, and you have this pop up.
Okay.
Then you select Flutter device.
I guess for that to work, we need to have some extension installed.
No, we don't need an extension to install for this to work. Yeah.
Because like I don't think so VS Code will have these things
Okay. You
by
mean
default.
Flutter itself?
Yeah, I guess so. Like for these things to work, the emulators thing inside VS Code, we need to have some extensions installed.
Let me see if I have. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I guess that's the one
yeah.
is letting you bring up all those things.
Yeah. Man, I think I've been a long time since I did Flutter installment. Okay, yeah, definitely we need that, and then
Because
we
like
need
you also
both of them.
yeah.
So we need that command installed, and we need that extension installed, and we need Flutter extension installed. Let me see if there's other stuff.
Okay. I guess both these extensions are from Google team itself, I guess.
Yeah. Both are from Google.
It's verified.
Yeah. Both of them are from Google team.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think basically if you don't install this, I don't think
Those
Esco
emulators things and yeah,
and everything. Yeah. Thanks for that.
and many autocomplete
Yeah.
or the linting things won't work, I guess. Yeah.
Man, thanks for reminding that. It's nice to have you on board. I would have kind of skipped that part that you needed not to be installed. Kind of like forgot about that.
Correct. And even in the left hand pane, you can see the Flutter symbol, right? I guess even below that. There is a Flutter symbol. I guess it gives some shortcuts or something.
Yeah.
No. In the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
No, this one is
Top.
Docker.
No. Above that.
Okay, yeah.
Two icons above that. Yeah. That's
Yeah. Yeah, so this kind of like show you the widget tree.
So it gives you like the structure of
the structure of the widget tree. Yeah.
of the component tree.
Yeah, if you're coming from React, you call it component tree. But if you are coming from Flutter ecosystem, we call it widget tree. Because everything in Flutter is called widget. You get that? So let's run our, let's see, run this. So we select our simulator, and then let's run our first app.
So this main function is the entry point, is it?
Yeah.
And we get run app from Flutter, I guess, and then we need to give.
So let me go through that. So right now I'm running the Flutter on our simulator over here,
Okay.
and that's what it's doing over here. You can see the running SQS code and launching
Lib slash main dot dot.
yeah,
Yeah.
that, which is the first entry point for our Flutter project. So you have the main command
Okay.
that's running our first widget tree, which is the app, my app, which is the main
Parent component.
parent widget or parent component, you can say, of our app. And also we can later we can go over to the why this is stateless and different types of states we have in Flutter. Basically, we have the stateless widget and we have the stateful widget. But over
Okay,
here,
so every component will extend either stateless widget or stateful widget, is it?
yeah. Every component will extend stateless widget or stateful widget.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So we are not managing any states here, so we are extending stateless. So can we have the parent as stateless widget, and then we can have the child with a stateful widget?
Yeah. You can have the parent as a stateless widget, and you can have the child as a stateful widget. If your parent widget is not going to have any state, then you can use a stateless widget. If it's going to handle any state, you can use a stateful widget.
Okay.
Or
So
there are some good instances where you don't actually it doesn't matter if you're going to use external libraries like block for managing states, provider filter provider for managing states, or using something like get X for managing the app states. So it doesn't matter if you're using stateless widget or stateful widget.
Oh, okay. So we already have a child component there, is it? For my app. My app have other child component, is it?
Yeah, so inside of my app, so the first widget there is material app, which is needed to give you this material design and for everything. So inside
this count is managed in material app widget.
What do you mean by count?
The count number of times you push the buttons, like you have a state here, right? So that
that's the state in this my home. So my home is a stateful widget. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, because over here inside here, these are our stateless widget, which is the entry part of the app, my app, and in there we have the home part. We have the my app as the mentioned direction.
Okay.
Then my app is a stateful widget, which is this. And my app has a state variable that changes, which is counter. And we are incrementing counter on every click using set state.
Okay.
Kind of like in React, you still use set state when you're kind of using use state. Yeah.
Correct. But here we don't have it specific to that particular state, I guess.
Yeah.
You just maintain it as variable, and then pass the value you want to alter to the set state as the return value itself, I guess. It's mostly like Redux thing, returning a new state.
Yeah. So we have the set state function, which is kind of like updating our states. So whenever you call this set state function, what Flutter does is it builds this stateful widget to update the states of the stateful widget.
Okay, so like it returns a new state and updates the old state, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's see that in action.
So why not, like we will remove everything. We'll have a simple stateful component to have a counter or something like that, because like this looks like a lot of code to understand all at once. So we can remove the child components, every child component, and we can have a simple counter or something. so that we can get a simple idea for today.
Okay.
And what is that override decorator function doing?
Which one?
Override. There's a it looks like a decorator function.
Okay, yeah, the override function is basically overriding the parent class, which is a stateless widget. So the stateless widget has this function called view.
Okay.
So we are overriding it to provide our own how we want the build function to run and what we want inside. So that's what we are overriding.
Okay. So we can override the built-in function as well here.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the need of it? Like we could have named it something else, right?
But I don't know why Flutter team names it Yogora. I think it kind of makes sense because it kind of builds your widget, your UI, the build function.
Okay.
So let's see if we have more. Do we still have more time to do that? Well, maybe we can do more 20 minutes.
Yeah, sure. We can do that, but let's take it slowly. Like even for today, we don't have much of an audience, I guess. Let's. It's like a pilot.
So yeah, let's do it. It's kind of like a small stateful counter app. So we have our stateful widget. We can name this counter. There is it. Inside our build function, let's return what we want to see on the UI. And like they call an empty container, or in HTML you call it a div. It's kind of a div.
Just a minute, because why we need two components here, counter and counter state?
Which one?
Like, can't we do that in one single class? Or why do we need counter class, and again we are having another class called counter state class? So why do we need these two?
Yeah, we can do that in the same class because this is the state class. This is the main state class, which is the counter state. Yeah. So if you are following Flutter guides on creating a stateful widget, you need to have this structure.
Okay.
Where you have the counter class which is your state class, and then you have an outer counter class, which is extended your stateful widget.
Okay, so that just maintains the state. That's it. It doesn't render the UI, is it?
Which one?
The counter component doesn't render any UI, so that's just to maintain the state. That's what.
No, it's also part of the whole stateful widget, rendering the UI and update and holding the states. Yeah, everything.
Okay.
Yeah, basically you can't have a stateful widget without this structure. Because if you remove that, you are turning it into a stateless widget. Yeah. So we have our counter widget, our empty container as our first widget. So if you save your file, I'll reload this. So we have an issue. So because this counter class, we didn't have it in our parent widget, which is my app. So we should have it.
But still, it's showing the components that you have removed, right?
Yeah, because we haven't reviewed the app again. We have to review it.
Oh, there is no auto reload?
Yeah, I'm kind of not really rebuilding it, but hot reloading it. But we can't hot reload because we have an error here.
Okay.
Yeah, so we need to fix this error for us to be able to hot reload. So even if I kind of hold my command and save button, it won't hot reload because we have to fix this error.
Okay, got it.
So to fix that, we just add our counter.
But still, it's not throwing any error there in the emulator, right?
Yeah, it won't throw any error in the emulator because the old app is still in the emulator. The emulator doesn't know about the new changes you made yet.
Okay, I guess we need to have a separate stream for error handling. It's a pretty big topic for knowing a lot about error handling in Flutter, I guess.
Yeah, you have that's a kind of different topic, but right now it's not about the error on its own because the issue right now is that the emulator is not getting like you can't even build the app without kind of like fixing this issue. I will call it. It's not a compile time error because if a compile time error, it would have allowed us to compile the app before we find the error. But in this case, you not allow us to compile the app and you show us the error.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
So that gets compiled to binaries, is it?
Yeah. So now we fix this, and now we have the emulator being notified of the new changes by kind of holding our save button to save the new changes. Looking at the emulator is kind of dark because we haven't added any UI specific UI design or anything like that.
Okay.
And we can fix that up. We can wrap our container widget inside a new widget called scaffold, which I normally use scaffold from what you call it, spelling.
SCAFFOLD, I guess. SCAFFOLD.
FFOLD. Yeah, that's it. And let me have so scaffold we have body. So we can add our container as a body. And in our scaffold we can have a background color. So we can use white. And so we have the UI updated to the new background color. So we are setting the background color to white.
Got it.
And we can actually remove this badge here. This debug badge from the app by going over to the material app over here, and then that's what we call debug. Show debug and shift mode banner. We set that to first, and that will automatically remove the debug banner. We have that removed, and from here on, we can just keep on adding whatever we want to add to the app. But let's kind of do some simple stuff. So we can let's before doing this, let me show you the error, the kind of issue we are going to fix. So kind of add the issue. If you screenshot over there, so I don't know if you screenshot, I can just add a column to the top. So we can just as under and we can just set the height. Say height to 100. We can say width to let's say 200. Save that. So if you look at that, the container is kind of pushed up to the top of our app.
Okay.
And there are some situations you need that if you're kind of building a full screen, you want the host, your kind of like you say image, you want an image to take the full screen of the app. You can kind of leave that like that. But in this case, we don't want it to take the whole full screen of the app. We want a situation that is space in that top bar.
Okay.
To achieve that, we have to wrap our container with what we call safe area.
Okay.
So safe area will be a direct shot to our scaffold. So it's a safe area. So that safe area kind of like You see, so it removes the
Got
alt
it.
space, yeah, to the top, so that the shard will not be stretched up to the to your phone top or something like that.
Uh-huh.
At this point, so let's center our container.
Uh-huh.
Center using the center widget. Center, and that is center. Inside we can have a shard. Let's say the shard is a text. We can update on our own. And over here, let's have a variable to hold our counter. Okay, we can say int counter. Is already having. We use this GitHub autocomplete.
Autopilot.
Yeah, autopilot. Yeah. That's the name. You use that?
Okay. No, I have tried,
Yeah.
but I'm not
What's the
using it.
experience?
It was neat actually.
Okay.
It didn't
Because
use
I
it.
kind of.
You didn't get access, is it?
No. I kind of enjoy it. I'm using it. It's working for me. Like it's part of the reason you get this suggestion immediately.
Okay. It's good, but I guess for now it's better to, when learning, it's better to turn off everything and then start coding.
Yeah, sure. So let's use that variable for a counter.
And what is the naming conventions? Like you're using underscore everywhere, so where should we use the underscore before the variable names or classes? Like what does underscore indicate?
So underscore kind of is private to the class, and sometimes you can use underscore as a spiner to determine a final.
It's just a convention, or is it part of the Flutter design itself?
No, it's not a convention, which you can actually change. It's not a convention. You can remove it.
Okay.
Yeah. The main convention is to use case.
Okay.
Or your variable naming and your.
But you're using snake case, I guess.
I think I will mess these two up. So snake, yeah. So camel case should be this. The fourth letter should be capital, right?
No, that's Pascal case.
Yeah, okay, that's Pascal case, and this camel case.
Correct. That is camel case.
Yeah. And you can do that. Let's say we want to kind of extend our maybe our variable add more something to let's say counter first variable counter first. I can just say counter first. So something like this.
Okay.
But since we don't need that, we don't need something like counter first. We can just keep a counter, and let's give this a style. And so we already have this autocomplete. We can remove that and type it out by ourselves. I have test style. We'll show you over there.
Yeah.
Now,
I guess for the next stream we can turn that off.
Yeah. So I have in the let's change the color. So this is color starts black. So we need to turn this to constant to turn off the error. And so let's see that. We have that over here.
Okay, got it.
I can see that. So we can kind of position inside the parent by using center widgets.
Okay, so for everything we need to wrap it in widgets, is it?
Yeah, everything needs to be wrapped in. Everything is widgets. Basically, everything in Flutter is a widget.
Okay. So doesn't it looks like the callback hell thing?
Yeah, kind of like.
Yeah. So is there a different way to arrange it in a modular way?
You can do that, but you can do. I think so. Basically, what you are talking about, let's say a test, this test widget on its own as a module, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can do that, but still, you will still end up by having something like this too.
Okay, okay.
Let's say you move this. Let's try that out. So let's say you move this. So kind of a separate module. You can put it outside the app, but let's keep it in the same file. Let's call this test. No, let's call this test. Call this test. So we can just put on some things that we copy. And so this is what you meant, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so even if you do this, you still end up with that same structure. Let's say we copy that out. So you still have to end up with same structure.
Yeah, I get it. It doesn't give that much of flexibility.
Yeah, it doesn't, you still end up with that structure. Okay, let's go back to our previous. So we have this. Let's increase the font and the size, and do that quickly inside the side. Okay, can do that quickly. So font size. I can close them. The font size is 30 pixels. Font weight. We use font weight.bold. So that working. So let's have a way to update that variable.
So let's add the event listener directly on the parent, that yellow square. So when we click on that, let's increase the count.
Yeah. So let's determine where to add this a kind of a listener, like you said, a click listener. So I would prefer to add that directly to the test itself instead of the component.
Okay.
Because
but it'll be difficult for users to click on that.
Yeah. That's true. I think that would be a bad design. A bad design setup. So let's add that to the parent.
We could have add 2 more buttons to increment and decrement, but for today let's have a simple click and love on the parent itself, the yellow box, and let's increment the count.
We can actually do that because it doesn't take much time. Because maybe in our next stream we can just go over to building what we want to do. So let's do this. It doesn't take much time.
Okay. So column gives you flexibility to add more components in the line, is it?
Yeah, more components. Yeah, in a vertical structure.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So here's our column. For the column, we should have a children. For the children, that's why all the chart can exist. We can remove the center. The center doesn't work here. So the center has to be on the chart. Or we can actually center them using column, but I prefer going this route. Center, have the center. What happened now? Yeah, how's that center? Then, so let's add 2 more buttons. So we can use let's implement another button as a button. So wrap this with a gesture widget. Maybe click on unclick. Make sure the big vector. I'm terrible at this way. Did I get that right? Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, I get it. So, let's see. So we have the untap, then so let's have this. Now let's move this up, this. So we have this as our first button, and we have the color. Let's say colors dots.
So gesture detector is the event handler, is it?
Yeah, event handler. So it detects when there's a click event on that particular widget.
Got it.
Yeah.
I guess React Native 2 is designed in a similar way, I guess.
React Native?
2 is designed in a similar way.
Okay. Actually, I haven't had the time to try React Native. I think I should give it a try.
Yeah. I guess like it'll be easier for you as you already know React.
Yeah, definitely. So this set the width to make. So we have that as a button, and we can give a space between those widgets using size box. And we can say height. So the height to 20, and then make this constant. And that's it. So you have a space over there. And let's add another button. I'm just actually copy this. So I cannot copy this. Paste it. Add a space.
Let's have a single button for today because I'm getting a bit late.
Okay, sure. So we have six, so we just increase our counter. And let's share that out.
So I should, it's already working.
It's working. So we can actually copy this, add this, since we already have this over there. So let's do this. This. And then we can have.
And I guess we need to have children for these two elements and then pass a text widget and have a plus and minus inside it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we can complete that in the next section. Once we are done with that, we can just move over to the main app we want to build. I think that was okay. And actually, we took a lot of time today. That was 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. Times run by very quickly.
Yeah. Let's see if we can use that as the next episode.
Yeah, I guess like today we had some distractions in between because like this is the first time we didn't know like how to get started and something like that. But I don't think so. We'll have those glitches in the next stream. So we can start and get those running quickly.
Yeah.
And okay. Yeah. So let's end the stream.
Okay.